What's on, guys? Ollie back from RevMomentum today, and today I'm back with another video. So, back in Wales, however I've got some footage from when I was back home, and I think you're going to enjoy. Here's some previews. Not my problem, and I'm really stupid because my dad told me. So, bit of background about the car that we were working on. Blue Polo, I mentioned a bit in the video. Family car, been in the family for 5 years. And we've maintained it for, I've maintained it for the third of its life, mostly, apart from like the welding bits. But so, what we've done to get it ready in this video, I was very determined to do it because this car's a fighter and it doesn't deserve to be scrapped just yet. So, I hope you enjoy the first part of this video. Today's job, a 2005 1.4 Diesel Polo. It was my cousin, family member's old one. Really good car. It's been stood here a bit for a while, so it's a bit mouldy, but it'll clean up. It's on 149,000 miles, and it runs a dream. Like, I bet if I put the key in this now, I bet it'll start on the button. Yeah, running sweet as a nut. Shaking a bit, actually. Nah, it's fine, it's cleared up. It's just because it's been stood up for a while. So we've got to get this one in the workshop in a minute. Like I said, it's my cousin's old car. He only got rid of it because he's got an upgrade. He bought a Golf off me. And my mum's got a friend who needs a cheap car, so we're like, this will do it. But we've got to do my favourite job. We've got to do the rear axle scrub down. So you can actually see me in the progress of scrubbing that down today as well. And my final bit of new stock, which I quite like, is this grey Audi A1 S-Line. I think it's really smart. I really like the grey and the colour, the silver roof. I think it looks really nice. Again, it's the S-Line. This one's only got, can't get the camera in there, 63,778 miles on it. So it's a really low mileage car, 2013. Again, obviously, it's got the screen. It's the S-Line, so all multi-function steering wheel. It's the leather steering wheel, which is always nice. And like the leather bits around here. This one's got a turbo issue. It has had a turbo one, but it was one we had off another car. I think it's broken as well. So we've got to get a brand new turbo put on that one. And that's next to come in the workshop in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's an update of some stuff that's going on down here. Let's get into it. Without further ado, obviously the ramp's busy, so we're going to use these ramps to get the Polo up on, put some blocks in behind. Let's drag the Audi out the workshop and bring the Polo in. Oh, love an Audi. That smells a bit. Oh, it doesn't smell good in here. Be fine though once it's all cleaned up. So, like we said, just pull this one out. Again, I said it before and I'll say it again, I like these Audi A1s. They're good little cars. I can see why people buy them. They drive lovely. Cool, that's the Audi all out. There we go, there's a Bluetooth FM transmitter. We can nick that one and put in my Passat. Jump in this and we'll get it in the workshop. Okay, there is something rattling with this car, which is new since it's been parked up. Also, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's definitely air in the brakes as well. Oh, and you get way over. Just jump back in, get it over. Probably should just reverse it from there. We'll have a laugh at the end of the day. I'm going under a car for rust. I don't want it in my hair, so this will do great. Make sure I look at my eyes. Laugh all you want. See some of the effects like of the rust up here, and that is all just surface, but you can see like you come over here, you start taking it back, you can see like up here it is solid, it is just surface, and this is why we do the painting of the axles, because we take that back and then paint it and it's good as new. Obviously before, after, and that's still not completely done. That looks bad, but it's really not. The other thing we've got to check on this one is the sills, because there was a repair on it, but on the last MOT it was rusty. So we need to have a good look along those sills in a minute and see if we can spot any rust. See, this is where the repair was a couple of years ago, and it is starting to come through there again, slightly. So I know quite a lot about this car. Obviously my cousin had it. I look really ridiculous, but you know. It's on 150,000. Me and my dad bought the car in trade on about 100,000. It's been in the family ever since. We had it as a courtesy car for a bit. My cousin had it, and then it's come back to us. Now we're just moving it on now. It's been a really good car. It'd be sad to see it go, to be honest. But it's going to go to a good friend of my mum, a good friend of my mum's. So they'll keep getting used. So looking at the rust, it could mean this coming through here, which is nothing, to be completely honest. Looking down here, that, I'm not going to prod it, but I think that would not fail. I think that would pass MOT. I think there's plenty of life in this, to be honest. I think I've been a bit tight. Ah, there you go, that's the rust to be on about. So it might need to repair this side. It's not bad, to be fair. It's just where the coatings come off it. But yeah, we can repair that up and that'll be fine. I'm not worried like that. No, I ain't got the mic on, so because I'm underneath the car rolling around. Now I've done the main first bit of rubbing down. I've got no lights in here. The next thing I like to do is get a drill with a wire brush to get all the bits we can't get to. My lighting's really poor in here. I've got no lights. Can't find drills, we go plan B. Good old fashioned wire brush. Hate doing this, but it's got to be done. So back under and give it a scrub at all the areas I've got to get to. Another place that gets missed commonly when doing this job is, if we crawl in, I will show you. Coming in under the car. Often, place that get missed when doing axles, all up and around here. Again, and that's not bad, it's all just surface. Up here tends to get missed as well, and up and around here. It'd probably be worth having the wheels off this and doing that actually. And again up here, around here. But then once all that is done, it'd be good. Yeah, I'm happy with the rust on this. I'm happy with that not being, it's fine, we can repair that here. It's just protecting it, preventing it from getting worse. It's still solid. So that's all good, is what we like to see. Just finished stripping the axle down. As you can see, I've had wire brushes out, drill with wire brushes out. I've had all sorts. But if you're coming underneath now, we can see that it's all been stripped back enough now to paint over. That's literally just surface rust. You're never going to get it perfect like it was at the factory. All up around here is cleaned off, and up in the corner there. So that's all done. Next job of the day is we finish the Polo that we're working on. Subframe's done, and as you can see, hang on, I'm going to run the other side because it's muddy that side. I'm only doing a few little bits, I'm not fully dressed up. As you can see, masked it off here. We checked the sill, and it was just where the undersill had come undone before. So just redone over it on the undersill, on the sill, checked it's solid, which it is, and then gone all the way down. Obviously, just need to take tape off. Dad's going to do that because there's a specific way of doing it. Also, I'm catching my mic on my bag. Hang on. See underneath there now. I ain't got a torch, but it's all painted up black, nice and solid, ready to go for MOT. So we'll pull this one out. Honestly, this Polo makes me laugh. It just sounds like a little tractor. It's old, it's rattly. I love it. I'd keep it. If I could keep it, I would. If I didn't have the Passat, and if I had the insurance, I would keep this and have it as a runabout. Because it's just a good little car. Ooh, forgot the brakes needed bleeding. That's another job I have to do on that then. Brakes need bleeding because the pedal's spongy. But that could be a job for another day. The job to have a look at now is this. See the mirror's broken on the door. I think on these, you got to pull all the door card off to get in at it. I don't know what that's meant to be. Oh, it's paint. But yeah, this you've got to pull the door card off to get in. So I'm going to pull that into that gap over there where the Polo was. And yeah, again, this red one being nice, a little bit of stock. Has got an engine light. Cleared it now. It's saying a camshaft sensor, so just got to double check everything on that. The mechanic's here Tuesday. We'll double check that, make sure everything's good, because just had a timing belt done. Just make sure everything's timed up perfect. But yeah, that'll do. Park that there. Again, this is a nice spec one. It's got the same radio as my GTI, multifunction steering wheel. Hasn't got cruise, but it's got voice control Bluetooth. It's a nice spec little car. Must be a common thing with Volkswagens, reverse down here, same as my Passat. No, not Passat, what's that I drove the other day? It might have been this one, pushing down there. Really weird design, don't like it. On this red Polo, to remove the door card, you've got to pop that clips on there very carefully. I've already popped it off, but you get trim tool in there, pop it off. You then got to come around here and disconnect the mirror switch. Don't know if you see it, but there's a Torx bit in there, and then there's also a Torx bit up in there. And then that should slowly pry off, and then we can take that cover off, and we should be able to remove the mirror. I've got nowhere to put the camera. Cool. This is a fiddly little thing, but that is it. Oh no, it's not. All that and that. Literally, just get your finger in on there, pull that down, and then just put it back. I have loosened it off. Pull that back, and then it just pulls out like so. Chuck that there on the seat there. That's just so that's out the way. And now I've got to get a torch. I forgot to pick one up. Now those screws are out, I'm literally just going to get the trim tool. We'll go in and around and pop the clips off all the way around the door, and then it should just lift off. Screw in there, which I've taken out, but it's still solid. It is still absolutely solid. I cannot get anything in around to yank it off. So either there's something holding it on still, or I'm just not being aggressive enough to pull it off. But I don't want to break it because I had something crack as well. So we'll come back to it. Not my problem, and I'm really stupid because my dad told me basically in there on the side of the door card that was covered up, and he said you've got to pull that off, and there's a little screw in there. He told me that, and I forgot. So that'd be why the door card's not coming off. Should listen more often. No. There's something in this corner which just isn't popping off, which is really annoying me. Right guys, now I've got the thing off. It was just a case of yanking it off and it's come off. There's a little screw in there. Take that one out, and then this should remove, and I should be able to get access to that mirror. So I'm looking at this mirror, trying to work out how it goes on. It looks like it's got clips down there and one big bolt there. So my guess is this is covered up like that. I reckon it's in behind there, because the wire for the mirror comes out, goes down there and feeds into there. You can all have a laugh and a giggle at me now because the bolt is right in front of me, right there. But it had to come off anyway to pull this out of the way to get the wire through. Loosen that one off with the ratchet, guys, and then that should just unscrew, and I'm hoping the mirror will just come off. Come on, there we go, that one's off, chuck it down there. Now I just need to disconnect this wire down here, place it back, and just so it come off with the mirror, because the new one has another wire. As you can see guys, that was clipped in there, with that plugged in there. I had to get a little screwdriver to pull that clip back and then just push it back. It was a bit of a tight one. So now, pop that bracket off, feed it out from behind the motor here, and then pull the mirror off, and it should go, because that is free. Yeah. As you can see, been removed, sorted. Cool, so put the new mirror on, thread the wire through, tighten that up. And as you can see, good as new. Now I just need to plug the wire in here, split ignition, make sure it works. When it all works, put it all back together. Ideal, all working. Now it's all back together again, final check, put that on there, does the mirror move. Yes, cool, sorted. So that wraps up this video, guys. I'm going to pull this around the workshop now. So guys, that red Polo is a prime example of why cars can be a nightmare and never go to plan. Same with the Freelander. Simple job. That ended up going over 2 days, but that was partly because I only had like an hour on one day and a few hours the next day. But we smashed the job out on that red Polo, and you can also see the it looking smart when it went up for sale, and the description of the work we'd done to that. We managed to get about 5,100 for that Polo in the end, so good profit margin, nice bit of money to get back into the business to reinvest in some stock. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Again, there's another video down Cornwall. Next week, we are going to be looking at the Passat and the modifications, what we're going to do to the Passat and how much roughly it is going to cost. We've got some live footage from back home with the Passat, and we've also got some sit-down stuff at the computer going through the prices, raw footage, so you'll be seeing the prices as I do as well. So we've got that to look forward to. Until then, guys, I'll see you next week. Hope you enjoyed the content. If you do, like and subscribe. Those subscriptions really do help me. The same with the likes, helps me get it all over onto For You pages and onto people's suggested videos. So please hit a like and subscribe and share around with your friends. Keep mentioning it. We have got some stuff planned in the works for live streams, but I'm very busy with uni stuff at the minute, so we are on a bit of a behind on that. But I have got stuff planned for that, and I will be announcing that very, very soon. Enjoy, and thank you for watching. We're looking at Pepe the Passat. We've just sat down and had a look at all of the parts that we need to order for it, and you're about to see why it's going to be a bit of a pain. Battery's flat, so we're not going to be starting it up like I wanted to just try and do. C1 that originally we were going to take to Nürburgring, that's still here.